Muy buenos días. ¿Estáis preparados? ¿No se oye? Subo. No funciona el micro. Bueno, como soy... Sí, vale, perfecto. Bueno, muy buenos días. Hoy un día muy importante, no solo para la ciudad de Las Palmas de Gran Canaria, sino para todo lo que es nuestro país, para España. Vamos a celebrar pues esta reunión informal de ministros y de ministras de Sanidad de toda la Unión Europea en esta presidencia, en donde no solo tendremos a los ministros y ministras de Sanidad, sino que también nos acompañarán pues, la comisaria de Salud, así como de otros organismos internacionales, de la OMS o también de la propia Agencia Europea del Medicamento. A lo largo de la jornada de hoy pues, seguiremos tratando ese objetivo común que nos une a todos los países del Estado miembros, que es la Europa de la salud, ese concepto de One Health, y donde bueno, pues trabajaremos para mejorar las capacidades de los sistemas sanitarios, de las 39 delegaciones que estarán presentes hoy aquí en Las Palmas de Gran Canaria, y seguir avanzando pues, también en las capacidades de respuesta, de preparación ante nuevas alertas sanitarias que puedan llegar en el futuro. Es una reunión donde la hemos dividido para 3 sesiones de trabajo de alto nivel, en donde estará presente, como no puede ser de otra forma, la salud mental, donde España pues, ha dado un paso adelante con esa estrategia de salud mental y con ese plan de acción de salud mental, y que queremos desarrollar, y que desde luego también los Estados miembros pues, de forma común establezcamos un objetivo y unas conclusiones finales al finalizar también lo que es la presidencia del Consejo de la Unión Europea en el mes de diciembre. En la reunión también trataremos en esas capacidades o mejora de capacidades todo lo que tenga que ver con la mejora de los hábitos saludables, de la prevención y mejora de los hábitos saludables, y en ello pues también estará, como no puede ser de otra forma, la salud digital, la digitalización y la autonomía estratégica en lo que son esa mejora de capacidades que nombraba inicialmente. Así que, ya digo, una jornada intensa en donde también mantendremos reuniones bilaterales con diferentes Estados miembros para seguir avanzando también de cara a la siguiente presidencia que le corresponderá a Bélgica. Así que un placer poder estar aquí, poder acoger, y todo un honor, desde luego, el poder presidir esta reunión de alto nivel de sanidad. Muchas gracias.
Ready? Okay. Right. First of all, good morning, everyone. Let me just say that how happy we are, how pleased we are that we are in Las Palmas for the informal health council of the European Union, the first informal health council under the Spanish presidency. We have many important topics to discuss today, all part of our efforts to work together to build a strong European health union. We will be discussing the issues of mental health. We have all seen how after COVID we have the topics of mental health are very high on everybody's agenda in member states, and we have already presented the first comprehensive strategy of mental health on behalf of the European Commission. And today we will be looking at to see how member states can work together to improve the services that we offer in all our countries for mental health. We will be discussing the issues to do with digital health. Digital health is very important in order to improve health systems in the member states, but also to improve the way that we deliver to citizens. And part of the European Health Union, part of what we are all trying to do together, member states and European Commission, is to build a European Health Union where health is closer to the citizens, where the citizens feel that the many issues that they face, possibly on a daily basis, in access to medicines, in their mental health, in dealing with cancer, we need to do more. And we're now doing this in the building pillars of the strong European Health Union. And last but not least, we will be discussing the issue of access to medicines. We saw in COVID and last autumn that there was a shortage in a number of member states of critical medicines such as antibiotics. Medicines are only going to be as important as they are if patients have access to them. And through the pharmaceutical reform, we are bringing about changes to ensure access, availability, and affordability of medicines. And today we will be discussing measures that we will take with the member states to ensure that we don't have medicine shortages again in the autumn to come as we did last year. So a full agenda, an important agenda, and very happy to be here. And I look forward to a constructive day. Thank you. Of course. We have already presented the proposal on changing the pharmaceutical reform. This is the first time this has been done after 19 years. It is a toolbox, a package in which we're looking to solve issues that have been difficult for member states for many years. The European Union has managed to offer safe medicines to citizens, but we have not managed to have a European Union of medicines, a single market of medicines, where every citizen, every patient, no matter where they live in the EU, has access to the medicines they need. And this is what our reform package is about. And we will do everything possible, working with the European Parliament and the member states, to see that this is discussed as quickly as possible so that we can change. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Have a good day.
Good morning. Okay. Good morning. First of all, I'd like to express my gratitude to our host, the Spanish government, for this magnificent occasion, for this magnificent hospitality of this blissful and wonderful island. I think that the most important issue to address in this informal meeting is the amelioration, is the promotion of mental health. to complete the psychiatric reform initiated 40 years ago and to guarantee for all mentally ill everywhere, in every member state, proper treatments, the early detection of new cases, rush social reintegration, and the abolition of stigma should be our utmost priority. Another interesting and important topic is the use of the new digital technologies and the health data as necessary elements to build an integrated and new European health union. These technologies, of course, have to be innovative, have to be informative, secure, and user-friendly. Last but not least, we shall discuss during the working lunch the problem of shortages in medicines. This problem disrupts the continuation of the treatments and so affects profoundly the quality of the care as a whole. It is a priority in every member state, but such problems can find sustainable solutions only at the EU level. So as you see, we've got a lot to do. Thank you.
So good morning. It's very good to be here in the Canary Islands. Lower it. So it's a great pleasure for Norway to be here at the Canary Islands at this important meeting. Especially the European Health Data Space is important for us in Norway. So I'm very happy to be at this important European meeting. Thank you.
Okay, can I? Good. What I would like to mention it, during our meeting today, for us the high priority is to set up the system which will allow the better availability of pharmaceuticals, for not just the Czech patients but all European patients. We can see on the last, let's say, 6 months or 9 months history that there is a problem with the basic pharmaceuticals in Europe. And that's something what really needs to change. We need to work on the system which will be much more protective and which will help the patients to get it, the treatment at the moment they need it. So I really hope, that this meeting today will help, to change the situation. We will move it forward. and we will really dedicate enough time, to this area. So, yeah, thank you very much, for the time. Thank you.
The Ministers of Health kick off the meeting with discussion on European health data space. And although we often see as an issue that data should move with the patient, and it's a question of patient-centered care, but Estonia emphasizes that we should understand better the importance of use of secondary data when we talk about data-based economy, and that the data is valuable in all other sectors. We need to make use of the data in healthcare as well, whether it's development of new medicines or vaccines, or improvement in service provision to improve the quality of life of patients. This is something that we collectively can aim for. So let's make a single market work in the area of health data as well. Thank you.
Can we start? Yeah? Okay. Good morning. This is a great honor and a pleasure to be here in this beautiful island, Las Palmas. I would like to thank the presidency, the Spanish presidency, for organizing this important meeting. And thank you especially to the Minister of Health and also the mayor of this beautiful city. We are here today to face the challenges that lie ahead of us as EU citizens, and challenges such as mental health, such as digital health, and also cases that have to do with deficiency of pharmaceutical products among EU countries. These are challenges that we have to see so that we can be proactive and face them in time with solidarity for the benefit of all EU citizens. The meeting, I'm sure, will have productive discussions, and we look forward to these all the EU countries' statements and interventions, so that we can go ahead with all these measures and show in all goodwill and in solidarity that the care for all EU citizens should be there, and all countries should bond together and face the future challenges ahead. Thank you.
É só começar? Passar? Bom dia, é com muito gosto que Portugal participa nesta reunião informal de Ministros da Saúde da Europa, da Comissão Europeia, sob a presidência espanhola. Estou com grandes expectativas relativamente aos temas que vamos discutir hoje num quadro comunitário alargado. Vamos discutir importantes problemas relacionados quer com a transição digital, com desafios enormes que continuamos a enfrentar, nomeadamente para permitir a participação e a inclusão dos cidadãos nas decisões de saúde, mas também no acesso aos dados e na partilha de dados entre os países europeus. Outro assunto muito importante, a saúde mental, os desafios enormes que enfrentamos, nomeadamente depois das crises e durante a crise que ainda enfrentamos agora, depois da crise pandémica. Os jovens têm, de facto, questões adicionais em termos de saúde mental e é preciso medidas comunitárias comuns para enfrentarmos e para termos resposta para este importante desafio. Finalmente, uma outra questão muito importante tem a ver com a nossa autonomia em termos de produção de medicamentos, de armazenamento de medicamentos e de dispositivos médicos e, nesse sentido, a prossecução das políticas em termos de legislação, em termos de regulamentação e de aumento da produção são de extrema importância e por isso continuamos e estamos muito interessados em ouvir os nossos parceiros nesta área. Muito obrigada.
Good morning. Today's Council is discussing again, and importantly, the problem of access to medicine across the whole of the European Union, making sure that all citizens have a universal access to medicines within all of the European Union is extremely important. And using technology, using technological and digital means to do this is something that we are discussing today, including the possible use of electronic patient information leaflets, which will allow citizens, patients in small countries, especially with unique languages, to have equal access or the same access as citizens in other parts of the European Union. Also, this Council meeting comes at a very important time, which is when we are, especially in the southern part of Europe, seeing the devastating effects of climate change happening in real time. And Malta is going to be one of the countries who will be pushing to have a discussion on climate change and how this is affecting the health of our citizens and the delivery of our health services also in the councils to come. Thank you very much.
Good morning. All ministers responsible for health are confronted with challenges in the domain of mental health care, challenges in the domain of digital health, but also shortages of medicines. And these are important topics we will discuss together today. Let me say something more on this problem of shortages. This is really a growing issue in many of our countries. Patients, doctors, pharmacists who can't find the necessary drugs. This is, first of all, a problem, obviously, of solidarity among European countries. That's the reason why, together with 22 other countries, we as Belgium published a paper with proposals calling for the organization of practical solidarity among European countries when it comes to shortage of medicines. But in the longer term, we should also increase our autonomy with regard to the production of medicines and ingredients for medicines. During lunch, we will have a very important discussion on a proposal by the Spanish government, which we support. It's a proposal to increase our strategic open autonomy on all levels in Europe. Medicines is one of the domains in which we need more autonomy. And so we look forward to that discussion, and as Belgium we will also contribute to it. Thank you.
Good day to you all. I would like to address the points that are important in the EU level that we will discuss today. One of them is the digital health. We assume and we really would put forward the data collection and sharing within the EU. The principle behind this is, of course, that any decision making is based on quality of data, healthcare data. Nevertheless, it's also important to share the evidence-based strategies depending on the amount of quality data that we share within the European region. We really look forward for the Spanish presidency to push forward the data and European health data space regulations. We think that this is one of the initiatives that needs a thorough support. The other issue that we will target today is the mental health. We, of course, see the role of fight against the stimuli and against the discrimination. We would also like to invite the media to target these two topics and inform the general public of the EU region of the importance that the mental health challenges after COVID, but also the periods before us, needs to be addressed. And nevertheless, the other very important topic that we will discuss for today is the open strategic autonomy in the fields of medicines, where we would like to address the decreasing dependencies on the third countries and try to evolve and find solutions for better management, also transparent management in the pharma business industry. Thank you very much.
Mego, good morning. I am very pleased to be here for this important day. I am sure that this meeting will be very fruitful for share opinion about several important issues in the field of health, in particular in Europe. I would like to thank the Spanish organization for this meeting, and I am sure that these 6 months under the Spanish presidency will be very useful for all the country, also in the very important setting of public health.